Hello everybody, my name is Kyle329. Welcome back to another video. Today in this one it's another deck profile video, and in this one it's going to be my deck profile on Mimighoul Castria Fiendsmith. Yeah, very interesting deck. A lot of people might expect the Mimighoul and Castria to be together, but a lot of people might not expect the Fiendsmith to be there as well. But the Fiendsmith does do a little bit of cool combos with this deck. So a disclaimer going into this deck before I actually start explaining stuff and stuff like that. So I was testing this deck before the ban list dropped. I was like testing this deck hella just because, you know, after Nat season, I kind of just wanted to have fun with the deck, and I chose Mimighoul to be that deck. And to be honest with you, the deck is pretty decent. Like, yes, I understand the Fiendsmith stuff is meta and stuff like that. I understand that, but like the Fiendsmith stuff does create a lot of cool shit you can do with something like a Guard Dog and like Proxy F Magician, hard summoning a Master Ham, and then ending on like a Beauregard. That's really cool, and the Fiendsmith stuff gets you there, and that's why I kind of like the Fiendsmith stuff. Another thing about the Fiendsmith stuff, it does help you kind of push going second as well. Same thing with like the Castria stuff as well. So is this your typical Mimighoul list that you will see? No. Is this like a Mimighoul list that should be standard? Probably not. If you want to play Mimighoul, you probably should be playing more of the control version of the deck. But if you want to play kind of a cool combo deck that can do the Guard Dog combo first turn and, you know, not have to play like 20 million bricks or something like that, kind of like the Ritual Princess shit that can do that, but this doesn't play that many bricks, so that's actually pretty cool. So yeah, this is a very cool combo deck, but it does die to pretty much everything. Nibiru, you know, Droll hurts this pretty well. Like, it's a combo deck, but it dies to so much. So again, this probably shouldn't be the standard way to play, but if you want to just have fun with some combo bullshit, this is the deck for you. So without further ado, let's get into the deck profile, shall we? So again, we're going to start off with the Castria stuff. Obviously, this is standard, not just with this Mimighoul list, but a lot of other Mimighouls lists, just because it's a free body that helps you, you know, go first and go second as well. We're playing 3 Unicorn, 2 Fenrir, and then for spells, we're playing the 1 Planet Wraithos, plus the Terraforming that can also search it, and then the 1 Castria Birth as well. Very standard things when it comes to just playing like a splash of Castria stuff. Again, these are actually very integral to the combo, especially like Unicorn, just because it gets you to 2 bodies by itself, so it's very important to get to the Guard Dog combo. So yeah, again, very, very good, but also helps you going second with this list as well. Obviously, we're playing the 2 Fenrir as well, because this also is a going second card. We're not playing 3 just because we are playing something like a Thrust that can get you into a Terraform that can search you the planet. So there's like plenty of ways to get to Fenrir in the deck, so you don't necessarily have to play 3 of this card. So we're just going to stick at the 2 for now. Obviously, we're playing the Fiendsmith engravers and stuff like that. The Fiendsmith package, you know, the 3 engraver, 1 laurel, the 1 track, and then obviously the extra deck stuff, which we'll get into in just 1 second. Again, this is very standard for any Fiendsmith deck that you're going to be playing, that this is going to be the standard ratio for sure. Now on to the Mimighoul stuff. We're playing 3 Dragon, 3 Archfiend, and 1 Cerberus. We are not playing Master, and it's just because since it's more of a combo kind of deck, you don't necessarily need the Master to be in this deck. It's more of a brick than anything. You just need the 3 Dragons, the 3 Archfiend, and then the 1 Cerberus. The reason why we're playing the 1 Cerberus, because again, this card isn't the greatest in the world, but the reason why we're playing the 1 is because it's a beast, so it helps us get into the Master of Hand. So it is very integral to the combo that you do get to this guy, and you have a couple ways to get this guy, so it's not the hardest thing to do in the world. Obviously, we're playing the 3 Dragon because this searches you for any spell trap, and then if it's flipped on your opponent's field, or just flip summoned in general, I guess, it can blow up the entire the controller's entire field, and then gives control to the opponent, which again, you're triggering a lot by just giving them a dragon and then going like something like an Archfiend, target the dragon, flip it up, and then the dragon just blows up everything on the field. Very, very good. And obviously, we're playing the Archfiend as well, because 1, the second effect where it can target any face down and then flip it face up is really, really good. But the second effect where when itself is flip summoned, you can your opponent draws a card, you send a card from your hand to the graveyard and then give control to the opponent is very nice as well, just to kind of control the hand advantage. That plus like a talent or a thrust goes very hard in this deck, so obviously this makes sense to be playing at 3 as well. And then again, Cerberus, this is just more important to the combo. It's more important that it's a beast. We're not really using it for its effect, but its effect to give you banish the top 3 of your opponent's deck, and then your opponent has to give you a monster from that. Then you give control of that, gets you 2 free bodies out of nowhere, right? So it's not the terrible thing in the world. Obviously, we're playing the Guard Dog because this is a part of the combo. When this card is flip summoned, your opponent cannot special summon for the rest of the turn. It's a dumb floodgate that you can be playing. Obviously, that's why we're playing the Beauregard Dragon, so it's just a dumb thing we can do, and the combo gets to it pretty nice as well. Going second cards, we're playing Bestials as well, just because one, Magnema can search out Dragon, so it's actually not that terrible. Two, against any Fiendsmith, or any deck that plays a Fiendsmith, the Bestials do a lot. And three, if you do get stopped in hand traps and stuff like that, this is technically extenders to keep you pushing to try to get to that guard dog combo. So it's not even the worst thing to be playing in the world either. So pretty good as well. For spell traps, we're playing the Mimighoul Dungeon. Again, this is just to search for any Mimighoul's monster from your deck. But, you know, the first effect as well, the Floodgate, where if your opponent controls a set monster, they can't normal summon or attack with special summon monsters while they control a face-down monster, does come up a lot, and it's a dumb floodgate that people tend not to notice until it actually starts happening to them. So a very cool card, but again, we're using it for the search as well. Very good card. Obviously, we have the Terraforming to search as well. We're playing 3 Mimighoul Maker. Again, not that many people are playing this at 3, like the Mimighoul list I was seeing. If you're playing more of the control version, maybe you don't play it at 3. You only necessarily need the 2. But since this is more of a combo version of the deck, you kind of want to see this in your hand just because it basically says, I'm going to give your opponent a face down monster and I'm going to get a free body for no reason. So this is a kind of a cool card for the deck. So I am playing it at 3. Again, this is a combo deck. This is not more of a control deck. If you're playing more of the control deck, this is probably just a 2 of. But since we're playing the combo version, we kind of want to see this in hand. So this is perfectly fine to play at 3. We're playing 3 talents and 3 thrusts. These cards are insane for the Mimighoul deck. Any Mimighoul deck that you play, they're very good, just because the Mimighouls can proc the talents themselves, just because you give it to your opponent. Your opponent technically activates it, so you can talents them, you can thrust them. Very good cards. I think you do need to play both of them at 3 just because of how powerful it is, just because you can proc it yourself, which is very good. So yeah, we're playing 3 of each there. Obviously, we're playing the track for the Fiendsmith stuff, Birth, and the Planet Wraithros for the Castria stuff. We're playing Instant Fusion. This is a very good card. This makes it where technically you don't have to go through the Fiendsmith line to go get into Master of a Hand. You can just go like technically, let's say they hand trap you, right? You give them a Mimighoul, you go thrust, search an instant fusion, summon Master of a Hand. Now you just skip like 50% of the combo. Now you just need to get to the Beauregard somehow, and then you got the combo by itself. So this card is very good. Would play it for sure. We're playing the One Change of Heart just because we're on 3 triple tactics thrust. I just wanted another target just in case we already have talents in hand. So Change of Heart is there for that reason. Terraforming, because obviously we're playing multiple field spells. We're playing the Mimighoul Dungeon and the Planet Wraithros, so Terraforming acts as getting to either engine, so very good there. 3 Infinite Impermanence. Again, I think this is the best hand trap in the game. I think no matter what deck you're playing, I think you do need to play this deck, unless you're playing like Super Heavy Samurai, and that's like really the only other deck that can't play it. So Infinite Impermanence is the best hand trap. I do think you need to be playing it. And then Mimighoul Room. This card is fucking broken. If you are playing the control version of this deck, I do think you need to be playing like 2 or 3 copies of this card. But since we are playing the combo version, we're only playing it at 1, and technically the Thrust can get you there. Technically Dragon can get you there if you already have the Maker in hand. So it's not the hardest thing to get to, but this card is very good. It makes it where the Beauregard flip out the guard dog. With Mimighoul Room set, it makes it where it dies to a lot less, right? Because sure, they can't respond to the Beauregard, but they can respond to the guard dog flip. So if they go like imperm target guard dog, you can go Room, special a Mimighoul monster face down to their field, and then flip guard dog back face down, which is really cool. Another way to like droplet technically is the same way as well. So like this is a cool way to make sure the guard dog resolves. So pretty cool card. But since we are more of a combo version of the deck, we are only playing it at 1. But if you are playing the control version, again, I think you should be playing 2 or 3 of these cards for sure. Now on to the extra deck. We'll start off with the links. Obviously, we're playing the 1 Requiem, the 1 Sequence, and the 1 Moon, just because these are the Fiendsmith stuff. This is a part of the engine that you do have to play. We're playing IP and SP. I think the IP obviously comes up because of just because it gives you have a lot of free bodies. Just making the IP for no reason is really cool, and then going into SP is always insane as well. Now to talk about Cross Sheep and Proxy F Magician. So this is a part of the combo that you will see later in the video. So you get into Cross Sheep, you keep an Ariel like on either on field because the Fiend Smith stuff will get you there. You keep Ariel as one of the zones for Cross Sheep. You go like Engraver special back. Cross Sheep effect triggers. You should have the Cerberus out, like a part of the combo. Again, you'll see once you see the combo. You bring back Cerberus. So Cross Sheep and Cerberus are both they're both beasts, so you can make the Ariel and Engraver to go into Proxy, then Proxy Confusion Summon using the Cerberus and the Cross Sheep to go into Master of Ham, and then obviously the Master of Ham can get you into the Guard Dog, and then you just have to get to Beauregard once after that as well. Very, very cool line that you can get to, and obviously the Ariel Eater is a part of the Fiend Smith combo as well. This is a part of the engine that you, if you are playing the Fiend Smith, you probably do have to play as well for sure. This is a part of the combo without a doubt. And then another card we're playing, so I'm going to put this over here. We're going to talk about this in just 1 second. Lyrilless Ensemble Blue Robin is also very important for the deck because there's a lot of time where if you can't get to Cerberus, you just have two Mimigols, guys. Overlaying into an Ensemble Blue Robin is pretty cool. Like Ensemble Blue Robin plus IP Masquerena is kind of insane for the deck. So again, this is just kind of your backup plan just in case you can't get to the Guard Dog combo. So I think you do have to play this. So then after that, you have 4 spaces. This is 4 flex spots. You can put whatever you want in it. In this list, I'm playing Access Code on top, and then the Zeus line of Assemble Nightingale, Downerd, and then Zeus. But you don't necessarily have to play these 4 cards. These 4 cards are flex spots. Technically, you can play something like a Necroquip if you want to play a Necroquip. You can play just other stuff like the 13 and 31, one of the punishment and crime cards, the ones that can flip one of your opponent's monsters face upright. You can play those cards in these slots as well. So Access Code, these 4 slots here can be whatever you want to be. But in this case, I'm just playing Access Code Assemble just because we have the OTK line. And then obviously the Zeus just for like something like a grind match and stuff like that. But again, 4 flex spots to be whatever you want it to be. And let me reorganize this deck real quick. Now on to the side deck. The side deck can be whatever you want. To be honest with you, ignore this side deck. Again, this is probably just whatever you want it to be, you can be. Just it depends on what you play in locals and stuff like that. The one thing I will argue I think you maybe should play is Dimension Shifter, just because, yeah, sure, we're playing the Fiend Smith stuff, and obviously Shifter and Fiend Smith do not go together, but the reason why I argue for Shifter is because you will verse those matchups where Shifter does so much, something like a Snake Eyes or even something like a Yubel, right? And then you just go, okay, Shifter them, they have to pass back to you, then you just control the game with the Mimigold stuff. So it's kind of like a backup option, right? So if you are going second, this is what the deck kind of struggles with, is going second, is you just put in a Shifter, it helps you go in second, and then you just kind of go the control route of playing the Castrias and the Mimigolds and stuff like that. And then obviously you can take out even the Engravers if you want it to be, and you want to play, like, if you want to play more runes, you can. But that's the only thing I think you might want to side when it comes to this deck. After that, be whatever the hell you want it to be. Whatever you want to be in the side deck, it can be there. Be your fancy. Choose whatever the hell you want to do. But I will argue for at least putting Shifter in the side deck for sure. So yeah, that's it for the deck profile. Now let's get into the combos. Alrighty, now on to some combos with the deck. So we're going to start off with just a 2-card combo here. Any way to cast Unicorn and any way to Dragon. Now there's 2 separate combos I will show with this kind of hand just because we are doing a 50-50 thing with Mimigold Maker. So we'll show off both ways. So without further ado, let's get into this first combo. So we'll go Standby main phase, activate Wraithros to search out the Nightmare Unicorn, then go ahead, special Unicorn effect to go ahead and search Castria Birth. And then we'll go ahead and normal summon Dragon effect, search out Mimigold Maker, then activate Mimigold Maker. So this is where I have to show 2 parts of the combo. So this version of the combo, we're going to show you hitting the 50-50, so what you're choosing off Mimigold Maker here is you're choosing Cerberus and you're choosing Archfiend off this. So it's a 50-50 on which one you get. Now you can do the combo no matter what cards you hit off the 50-50, you can do the combo no matter what. So I'm going to show off both variants of if you hit the Archfiend and add Archfiend to hand, and then the other one where you add Cerberus to hand. So in this combo, we're going to show off you giving the Cerberus to your opponent and then adding the Archfiend to hand. Technically, this is the better portion of the combo because the Archfiend is what you want to add to end here. So Cerberus goes to your opponent's field and we add the Archfiend to hand here, and then obviously we can special it because of Maker's effect. Archfiend effect, target the Cerberus, flip the Cerberus. Cerberus effect, we're going to act like, you know, they banished 3 and they gave you a monster, right? And then we give control to us. We'll link into Moon of the Closed Sky here, then link off Moon into Requiem. Requiem effect here, go ahead and to summon out Engraver. Then we'll use the Engraver and then the monster that Cerberus gave us to go into Sequence here. Sequence effect will go ahead and shuffle back Moon and Requiem to summon out Ariel Eater. Eater effect will trigger just to dump another Engraver to graveyard here. Then we'll link off the Sequence and the Cerberus, go into Cross Sheep, and then we'll go Engraver effect, shuffle back the Sequence to the extra deck, special Engraver to the Cross Sheep zone. Cross Sheep effect will trigger here to summon out the Cerberus back from the graveyard here. Then we'll link off Ariel and Engraver to go into Proxy F Magician. Go Proxy F Magician using the Beast Cerberus and the Beast Cross Sheep to go into Master of Ham. Master of Ham effect to put Guard Dog face down on your field. Then link all 4 off as well to go into a Beauregard. Now that doesn't end here. So after this we have Birth still. We'll go Birth to special back the Unicorn, and then we'll go with Ariel Eater effect, banishing both Engravers to special summon out itself back to the field. Link both off and go into an IP Masquerena. And then go Master of Ham effect, banishing Dragon and the just Cerberus is fine, just 2 flip monsters to bring itself back to the field. Now this is just so we can get bodies. Technically, if you wanted to do be good, we can go Master of Hand, special itself back, Beauregard, flip it face up, and then use Ariel and the Master of Ham to go into IP. So technically we can keep a Unicorn on field, which is pretty good. But in that case, we didn't do it, but that is something you can do. So this is kind of the end board that you're ending on, is a Beauregard, an IP, and then a Guard Dog face down. Here we go. Draw phase, Beauregard, they can't respond to it. Flip the Guard Dog here, and then Guard Dog just locks them out for the turn, but you still have the IP to still interact to go into something like an SP Little Knight as well. So yeah, that's the first turn combo there. And again, this is only a 2-card combo, so technically you would still have 3 more cards in your hand. But again, this is the 50-50 that pays off. Now let's get into the combo where you don't hit the 50-50. Alrighty, now to show off the combo where you don't hit the 50-50, correct? So, obviously, again, any way to Unicorn plus any way to Dragon will get you to this combo. So we'll go Standby main phase, special summon Unicorn, or well, activate Dungeon first, then we'll search the Dragon, then we'll do Unicorn effect to go ahead and search out Birth here, then we'll go ahead normal summon Dragon effect to go ahead and search out the Mimighoul Maker, and then go Mimighoul Maker effect. So now this is where we don't hit the 50-50, so we give them an Archfiend and we search the Cerberus. So this is kind of the worst version of the combo. So we add Cerberus to hand. We will still special the Cerberus just because we can get the free body still. We'll go ahead and link off, go into Moon of the Closed Sky, link off and go into Requiem. Requiem effect will go ahead and special summon out Engraver, and then we'll go ahead and link Nightmare Unicorn and Engraver into the Sequence here. Go ahead and activate Sequence. Sequence effect, shuffle back Requiem and the Moon. Go into the Ariel Eater, into the correct zone here. Ariel, dump Engraver, obviously. Activate Birth effect to special back Unicorn. Link off the Unicorn in the Sequence to go into Cross Sheep. Go ahead and do Engraver. Shuffle back the Sequence here. Special back the Engraver to the Cross Sheep zone. Cross Sheep effect to bring back the Cerberus. And then you pretty much know the combo from here. We'll go Proxy F Magician. Proxy just using Cross Sheep and Cerberus to go into Master of Ham. Master of Ham. Special out the Guard Dog here. And then this is where we'll use Ariel Eater effect, banishing both Engravers, and then this will get us to our Beauregard end field. So then we'll go Beauregard, technically, because we can target the we haven't used the Archfiend effect. Trigger Archfiend. Archfiend gives us a draw. They have to discard a card, and obviously they give control of us. We just draw a Unicorn. Doesn't really matter what we draw off that. And then we go Master of Ham effect, banishing the Cerberus and the Dragon, reset the Master of Ham. So that's it. So basically, if you don't hit the 50-50, it makes it where you just can't make the IP, right? But if you do hit the 50-50, you will hit make an IP as well. So again, this is technically with this hand, you have 4 cards in hand, and you're still ending on the Beauregard and plus the Guard Dog. Face down, draw phase, Beauregard, target the Guard Dog, effect flip to activate as well. And again, this is not including if you have thrusts or talents or anything like that. Again, you have 4 cards in your hand with this specific combo, 3 with the last one as well. So yeah, again, another really good way. This is again not hitting the 50-50, not hitting the card you wanted off the 50-50, and you still ended up getting the combo there. Alrighty, and then the last combo I'll show off here is just a 1-card combo. So technically, there is a 1-card combo to this deck, but you do have to hit the 50-50 here. So again, any way to Dragon will do this. So Dungeon technically does this. So we'll go activate Mimighoul Dungeon, Dungeon effect, go ahead and search out our Dragon. Dragon effect to go ahead and search out Mimighoul Maker here. Activate Mimighoul Maker, but again, this is where you do have to hit the 50-50. So again, you're always revealing Cerberus and Archfiend off of this, but you have to hit the Archfiend. If you hit the Cerberus, then you can't do the combo just because you don't have enough bodies. But you have to hit the 50-50. But if you do hit the 50-50, then it is a true 1-card combo. So we go Archfiend, Archfiend, target the Cerberus, Cerberus effect, give us a monster, and then it specials itself to our field. Technically, you do have to hit that as well, because there is a chance you don't hit that, but we're going to act like we do. We'll go Moon into Wreck effect to go ahead and special out our Engraver, then Engraver and Dragon to go into Sequence, go ahead and do Sequence effect to shuffle back Wreck and then Moon. Again, this is where the typical standard combo is. Go Ariel, dump the Engraver, link the Sequence and the Cerberus to go into Cross Sheep, and then go ahead and do Engraver effect, shuffle back the Sequence, special itself. Cross Sheep effect will trigger here to special back the Cerberus. Use Ariel and Engraver to go into Proxy F Magician. Proxy F Magician using the Cross Sheep and the Cerberus to special out Master of Ham, and then Master of Ham effect to bring back the Guard Dog. And then obviously we have the Ariel effect in Graveyard Steel banishing itself, specialing itself back to the field here, and then we'll just link all 4 off into the Beauregard. So that is the 1-card combo. So technically you still have 4 cards left in hand, but the only way this is a 1-card combo is if you hit the 50-50. That's the only way this is a 1-card combo. Again, we still have the Master of Ham effect, but that doesn't necessarily matter just because we don't have the extra body after that. Go into end phase, draw phase, Guard Dog effect, target our Beauregard Dragon, target the Guard Dog, and then Guard Dog will walk them out there. So that is the 1-card combo, but again, you do have to hit the 50-50 if you do want to do that 1-card combo. But it's still nice to know that this deck still technically has a 1-card combo. So yeah, that is it for the video. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like and subscribe for more content on the channel, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.